Town Council will continue budget debates this week. The Hyannis Fire Department schedules a second vote on a proposed new station, and the Barnstable Senior Center will host its annual open house this week. These stories and more on this episode of Barnstable Today. It's Wednesday, June 18th, 2014. I'm Sarah Mannel. Town Council will continue work on the fiscal 2015 operating budget this Thursday. Quick work was made of Public Works, Community Services, Town Council, Town Manager, and Community Preservation budgets last week. This Thursday, councilors will hear from Airport Manager Bud Brielt and discuss funding for the town's village libraries. Town Council meets Thursday night at 7 in the Town Hall hearing room. Hyannis residents have another chance to vote on plans for a new and improved Hyannis fire station. A $19.8 million version of the plan failed to gain two-thirds majority support at a meeting held at Barnstable High School in March. Since then, the cost of the project has been reduced to about $16.9 million. We stopped by the Hyannis fire station and chatted with EMS Supervisor Michael Medeiros about the project. We're here in the ambulance bay, and we're talking about a proposed fire station and plans. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about your needs specifically here in the ambulance bay. Talk to me a little bit about your needs specifically.
Yeah, as here in Hyannis, not only do we do firefighting, we do ambulance work also, which we call emergency medical services. The station that we're currently in was never designed for that purpose. It kind of evolved over the years, and we incorporated ambulance work into one of our functions. Currently, we're running 3 ambulances, averaging about 18 calls a day, and they're extremely busy, and a lot of the station isn't equipped to deal with a lot of the work we're doing on the ambulance side. For instance, clean and dirty, there's no separation. We have currently, when we have contaminated equipment that we have to bring back to the station, we're cleaning it behind the ambulance, in the ambulance bay. And that is also the main pathway to the living quarters for the personnel. So in the new facility, there would be spaces to incorporate the dirty room, so where we can decon not only equipment, but personnel too, if need be. And then we'll also have another room, the separate room for the clean equipment, and then another third room for storage of ambulance supplies, which currently are unsecure.
I was just going to talk about that. You have ambulance supplies right here in the ambulance bay. You have a garage door opening right here. It really doesn't allow for a lot of security there.
No, not only that, it's difficult to keep track of inventory too, because as supplies are needed, they're going to the shelves, and it's tough to control inventory. There's no security in a new facility. This would be in a secure room. So right now, it's literally 5 feet from the garage door. So anybody passing through the parking lot can see our inventory, which we're concerned about.
One thing I noticed too, standing here now, right now specifically, while we're standing here, you actually have a couple ambulances out, but you fit how many ambulances in this bay? This is
actually, we have to back them in on angles. There's 2 ambulances in this bay, and we have a third ambulance in the bay on the side of us. So we have to be very particular on the way we back these trucks in, and sometimes they're touching mirrors, literally. And it's not really meant for that many ambulances,
no.
I don't think. No, this was originally one bay, and we were fortunate enough where we can angle them in, but it is another concern we have.
Talk to me a little bit. One thing I noticed is you have a gas pump out there to fuel your vehicles, and you actually right now have the fuel storage underground right in front of this bay. So when you ever fill up for, get a gas fill up, it really puts this bay out of service for some time.
It does, and sometimes getting fuel deliveries too. If we're not cognitive of whoever's doing the delivery, sometimes we have to make them move their vehicle or their fill truck just to get out the door. When we're pulling the large apparatus around, the fire trucks around, sometimes we're blocking these doors, and there's been many times where we've had to interrupt their refilling operations just to get an ambulance out the door.
Yeah, in the plans for the new building, you actually, the new plans call for above ground fuel storage. You actually said earlier that could save the fire department money. Explain how that works, how that could save the fire department money.
The deputy would know more on it, but basically, when it's above ground, it's less regulations that we have to adhere to as when it's below ground. There's certain testing standards that you have to adhere to, and with our facilities now below ground, if anything goes wrong, we have to dig up literally. It'll put this bay out of service. We'll have to dig up the ramp in front of the ambulance bay, and that's a concern for us.
Yeah, pretty hard to do that when this is such an active bay. Definitely want to talk a little bit more about some areas, like you said, don't necessarily meet code. So one thing you're really trying to do with the new building is to bring everything up to code.
Yeah, we're as the chief has said many times, the only thing we haven't had to really mess with in the station is the brick. Everything else we've had to either replace or repair. We're due, just the electrical service coming in was due to be replaced several years ago. We're supposed to be replacing all the panels. We're having problems with all the HVAC units, the companies in here on a daily basis trying to maintain them. We have raw sewage that 3 times in the past couple of months has been backing up in the downstairs kitchen, the living quarters downstairs. So there's a number of issues that we're dealing with. We can get into every little thing from carpet to windows that need to replace in this facility, and we're trying to save taxpayers money by putting that off if we know we can get a new facility. We don't want to spend money unnecessarily if we can get this project through.
One thing you guys have said in the past too is you are actually offering residents to come take a tour. You guys are willing to meet with residents anytime and really show them firsthand what the need is and where that need is.
Absolutely. We're encouraging the voters and the Hyannis residents to come in, take a look at the station. It's been, those who have had the tours, it's been a real eye-opener for them. And it gives us a chance to explain everything we do here, some of the obstacles that we're dealing with in this facility. And so we strongly encourage anyone out there who wants to come in and tour the facility, please do. We'd be happy to show them around.
Great. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. EMS Supervisor Michael Medeiros was my guest this morning and telling us about the need for a new Hyannis fire station. And again, the new vote will be held Tuesday, July 1st in the Barnstable High School Performing Arts Center. The Barnstable Senior Center Annual Open House takes place this Friday. Being honored with the Boston Post Cane Award is 106-year-old Marjorie Johnston of Hyannis. She has the honor of being the oldest resident in town. Mary and Joseph Gentile of Centerville will receive the Spirit of Ruth Rusher Award. Trader Joe's of Hyannis will be given the Legacy Award, and Martha Curley of Osterville is receiving the Friendship Award. All are invited to attend this Friday, June 20th from 12 to 3 p.m. Well, be sure to tune into our hour-long news program, Barnstable This Morning, weekdays at 7 a.m. On tomorrow's show, we'll chat with Town Council President Jessica Rapp-Grassetti. She has details about what's on this week's Town Council agenda. We'll also chat with Cape Cod Commission Technical Services Director Glenn Cannon. He has an update on road projects around town. For Barnstable Today, I'm Sarah Mantle.